Negative thoughts are not the enemy. Let's start there. They're not proof that you're broken, weak, or failing. They're a signal, data points from a chaotic mind reacting to a chaotic world. And if you're a man living in the real world, facing real consequences, with real responsibilities, then it's no surprise that your mind sometimes generates darkness. But what the Stoics understood, what Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of every morning, is this: you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of those thoughts. You are the gatekeeper. You are the commander of your inner citadel. So let's get into it. No fluff, no sugarcoating. If you want to stop being ruled by negative thoughts, you need more than affirmation. You need philosophy, repetition, and ruthless mental discipline. You need a daily practice of inner warfare. So here's the method, grounded in Stoicism, that will help you regain your mental clarity, discipline your internal world, and finally stop letting negativity run your life. If you're ready to stop chasing and start building emotional intelligence that speaks louder than words, type positive in the comments right now. And if you're serious about becoming that man, steady, clear, unshakable, subscribe, and let's walk this path together. 1. Recognize the thought, don't become it. The first mistake we make is identification. A negative thought arises. I'm not good enough. She'll never respect me. This is hopeless. And instead of recognizing it as a temporary mental event, we merge with it. We say, this is me. But a Stoic man doesn't do that. He says, there's a thought. That's it. Not my thought, not the truth. Just, there is a thought appearing in consciousness. This subtle shift is everything. It creates space. And in that space, you take back power. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He wasn't saying, feel good all the time. He was saying, recognize the difference between a thought and a fact, between emotion and truth. That's your first act of freedom. Second, challenge it with reason. Stoicism isn't blind optimism. It's not about pretending everything is fine. It's about confronting every idea in your mind with the sword of reason. Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of those events. So when a negative thought arises, don't just let it pass. Interrogate it. Ask, is this thought accurate, helpful, based on evidence? If it's not, reject it. If it's half true, reframe it. You might say, okay, maybe I failed at that. But that doesn't mean I'm a failure. I learned. I'm still standing, and I'm not done. This is inner dialectic. It's the act of using your rational mind, the divine faculty the Stoics revered, to clean the dirt from your mental lens. Most men let their emotions drive the narrative. A Stoic man puts emotion in the passenger seat. Reason drives. 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Negative thoughts feed on comfort, on ease, on safety. When you live a life designed to avoid stress, you become more sensitive to it. Your tolerance shrinks. Your confidence fades. Your resilience dies in silence. That's why Stoics practice discomfort. Cold baths, fasting, wearing simple clothes, exposing themselves to insult, heat, fatigue. Not for show, for strength. Because the mind that's been trained in hardship is far less shaken by imagined fears. When you wake up early, hit the gym, sit in silence, walk in cold wind, and say, this too is nothing. Your mind obeys. It learns that not every discomfort needs a reaction. That strength is built by leaning into resistance, not avoiding it. Negative thoughts will always arise. But if your body is used to struggle, your mind becomes less afraid of it. If you're ready to stop chasing and start building emotional intelligence that speaks louder than words, type positive thoughts in the comments right now. And if you're serious about becoming that man, steady, clear, unshakable, subscribe, and let's walk this path together. Fourth, revisit death daily. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. That wasn't a grim motto for the Stoics. It was liberation. Because when you zoom out, when you really internalize that life is short, that your time is finite, that you are already dying every day, many negative thoughts dissolve into nothing. That petty resentment? Gone. That self-doubt? Quiet. That fear of judgment? Pointless. What matters is how you show up today. What matters is your character, your courage, your conduct. The Stoics used death as a focusing lens. Seneca wrote, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." In other words, we panic about little things and chase shallow pleasures. But we forget that we're on a clock. So look at your negative thoughts through the lens of death. Will this still matter on your last breath? No. Then act accordingly. 5. Control input equals control output. Your thoughts don't arise in a vacuum. They're shaped by what you consume. The music, the social media, the people, the stories. They all leave residue. You cannot expect mental clarity while bathing in digital garbage. You cannot expect confidence while following people who mock your values. You cannot expect peace if your entire day is noise. So you must curate your inputs like a warrior sharpens his blade. Choose solitude over shallow company. Choose silence over overstimulation. Choose learning over scrolling. The Stoics guarded their time and attention with fierceness because they knew that what you let in shapes what you become. So take back control. Turn off the news, leave the group chat, walk in silence. Choose high-quality, soul-enriching content. You'll be shocked at how fast the noise dies. 6. Journal with brutal honesty. Writing is thinking. That's why Marcus Aurelius kept a journal, not for anyone else, but for himself. Each page was a battle, a confrontation, a cleansing. And you must do the same. Every morning or night, take 5 minutes. Write down what's bothering you, what you're afraid of, what you think is true, then question it. Reframe it. Coach yourself. Be both the warrior and the sage. Ask yourself, what would the man I respect do? What is in my control right now? Am I living in accordance with my values? This is not therapy. It's preparation. It's mental armor. You are building a record of resilience, proof that you've survived your darkest moments and can do it again. Don't underestimate the power of writing. It's your training ground. If you're ready to start building emotional intelligence that speaks louder than words, type presence in the comments right now. 7. Choose action over rumination. In the end, Stoicism is about doing, not overthinking, not theorizing, doing. And the most effective way to break the cycle of negative thoughts is to move. Do something, anything. The Stoics were men of action. They ruled, commanded, built, fought, led. Because they knew that the mind craves motion. Negative thoughts thrive in stillness. Not silence, stillness. Unproductive, passive, paralyzing inactivity. So stand up, work out, take a cold shower, call someone, clean your space, start the damn project. Take one action that reminds your mind, we are not trapped. We are in control. The moment you act, the thought loses power. Because action proves that you are not powerless, you never were. So here's the truth. You don't get rid of negative thoughts by wishing them away. You outgrow them. You override them. You observe them without submission. You build a mind so fortified, so disciplined, so focused, that when a dark thought comes, it echoes like a whisper in a storm. This is Stoicism. Not just philosophy, but a code of mental dominance. And if you live it, truly live it, you will not just quiet the noise. You will become the man who controls it. If you're ready to start building emotional intelligence that speaks louder than words, type presence in the comments right now. And if you're serious about becoming that man, steady, clear, unshakable, subscribe, and let's walk this path together.